Hello, friends. So, to continue our series on health span, uh, I am going to talk to you today or share with you the information on what is called telomere attrition and the aging process. So, first of all, what are telomeres? Telomeres are caps at the ends of chromosomes. Telomeres are chromosomes, which are the structures within cells that carry genetic information. They're part of the chromosomes. They function like little plastic caps at the end of shoelaces, preventing the ends from fraying or sticking together. Here's a little bit of a breakdown on telomeres. They shield the essential genetic information at the chromosome ends from being damaged or lost during cell division. They also prevent chromosomes from fusing with each other, which could lead to genetic abnormalities. Telomere attrition and aging, which I mentioned earlier, within each cell, there is constantly cell division. Telomeres become shorter due to limitation in the DNA replication process. This shortening is called telomere attrition and is linked to cellular aging. When telomeres become critically short, cells can no longer divide effectively, and eventually they uh, the cells can't divide anymore, and this leads to a state called senescence in the cells. The shortening occurs with each cell division. When the cells can no longer divide effectively, they eventually start to get old. That's what senescence means. The progressive shortening of telomeres is considered a hallmark of aging, and shorter telomere length has been associated with various age-related disorders. Can we slow telomere shortening? There's a lot of research that's now looking directly at preventing telomere shortening, and this research looks at various approaches that help slow down the process and potentially promote healthy aging. Most important is a healthy lifestyle, maintaining a balanced diet, engaging in regular exercise, mind body coordination, vagal stimulation, managing stress, all the pillars of well being that I've talked about in the past. You know, good sleep, stress management, good nutrition, meditation, mind body coordination, balancing your biological rhythms, effective relationships. Now, there are studies going on right now that certain supplements and antioxidants like resveratrol might have a protective effect on telomeres. This research needs to be replicated, and there's other nutrients that I'll be talking about later. Also, there are telomerase activators. So, telomerase is an enzyme that can rebuild telomeres, and researchers are exploring ways to activate it in order to potentially slow down telomere shortening. Now, here is something that is very interesting. Meditation increases telomerase activity and results in longer telomeres. So we already have a study from the Chopra Foundation published in Nature Translational Psychiatry that shows that meditation increases telomerase. And in fact, we had a 1 week retreat where the telomerase level went up by 40%. And one of the investigators in that study was Elizabeth Blackburn, who got the Nobel Prize for discovering telomerase. So I don't think there's any drug at the moment that I know that can do that. So, of course, when it's combined with all the things I mentioned, then telomerase can be increased and that results in increased telomeres, which affects the genetic clock. I'll continue with these short videos on health span in the next few weeks or perhaps even months, if you enjoy them or if you find them useful.